Hello friends, welcome back to my channel on Feral's Mad World, and this is Feral. Today I'm so excited and I'm privileged because I'm at Sri Lankan Embassy, and today I'm here. I would be talking about India, Ethiopia and Sri Lanka relationship, and I'm excited because I would be showing you the ambassador of Sri Lanka, Mr. Sugeshwara. So guys, before we start, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell button because you know what that notification bell button does. So let's get started.
Hello, I am Sukeshwara Gunratna, Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Ethiopia. Ayubowan, Vanakkam, Salam Alaikum. Welcome to the Sri Lanka Embassy in Ethiopia in Addis Ababa. We established this embassy in February 2017. So it's just a very young embassy, 4 years old. Our diplomatic relations were established in 1972 though, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Do you know that Sri Lanka is famous for its pristine beaches, for its wildlife, for its tea, for its ancient ruin, and it is the place which introduced cinnamon to the world, and so people of all ages can come and can enjoy Sri Lanka at its best.
Sri Lanka, a journey awaits.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sugeshwara, for being on my vlog. It is such a privilege. So would you like to say something about Sri Lanka's tourism?
Well, with regard to tourism, Sri Lanka is unique in that within that small span of around 65,610 square kilometers, we cater to a diversity of interests, whether it is sun, beach and sand, the cool climes of the mountains, the tea plantations, cultural tourism. We have cities that go back to around 2,500 years ago. Then we have adventure tourism, whale watching. So it's a diversity of interests that we cater to. And the beauty of Sri Lanka is that all this is reachable within the span of a 4-hour, 5-hour drive. It is one of the primary tourism attractions in the world. So much so that in 2019, Lonely Planet termed Sri Lanka the best destination to visit in the world.
That's fantastic. Hey guys, so let me get started with some facts about Sri Lanka. Do you know that Sri Lanka has two capitals? One is Colombo and the other one is Jayawardenepura Kota. And why does this country has two capitals? It's because of the reason that the government can run the country well. Do you know that Sri Lanka is called Pearl of Indian Ocean, and it's also called the teardrop of India for the reason of its shape, because it's a perfectly teardrop shape at the coast of India. Do you know that Sri Lanka was colonized first by Portuguese, then by Dutch and then by British, and then finally it got its independence in 1948?
With regard to Ethiopia-Sri Lanka relations, I think the relations of course go back to a very long time ago, to the time of the Aksum Empire. But in recent times, this relationship has strengthened and expanded. And while Sri Lanka has always been in solidarity with the African struggles, the struggles of the African continent, so to say the anti-colonial struggles, the anti-apartheid struggles, and in that way Ethiopia and Sri Lanka have had similar worldviews. in recent times, we have had Sri Lankan investments coming into Ethiopia since 2015, and that has resulted in a burgeoning trade relationship. And if I may give you some statistics, in 2014-15, our bilateral trade was just over $2 million US. In 5 years, until 2019, that had expanded up to 19 million. And over the course of 2020, last year, despite the COVID-19 pandemic, the trade relationship has almost doubled to around 37.5 million US. So this is a very cogent example where outward investments from Sri Lanka have created synergies in the trading relationship. When you look at the HS codes or the items of export and import, what you see is mainly Sri Lanka's exports to Ethiopia are inputs into the garment industry here, which in turn facilitates exports from Ethiopia to other countries. So that is a very positive aspect of the relationship, and it is set to expand further. I would say the next stage of the relationship is to expand it beyond the trade and investment categories into other areas. Shortly, we will be having political consultations, the first ever bilateral political consultations between Ethiopia and Sri Lanka at Foreign Ministry level, Director General level. And then that is supposed to, or that is expected to give a fillip to other areas of cooperation such as tourism, culture, etc. And what I would say is the next stage of the relationship should focus on people-to-people contact, the soft aspect of the relationship, but nevertheless the most vital aspect of the relationship. Of course, there are constraints at a time when the world is facing a pandemic, but that should be overcome, and we should look at expanding the Ethiopian-Sri Lanka relationship into a more cogent people-to-people vibrant relationship in areas of tourism and culture. With regard to India-Sri Lanka relations, it is of course a multifaceted relationship that goes back into the mist of history, and there is possibly no act or area of human endeavor that is not touched by the India-Sri Lanka relationship, whether it is cultural, religious, linguistic, to trade, economic and investment. And today, of course, in modern times, India is Sri Lanka's largest trading partner. Sri Lanka has a free trade agreement with India, which was signed in 1998, operationalized in 2000. Our bilateral trade, I think at the end of 2019 was around US dollars 4.6 billion. There are Indian investments in many areas of activity in Sri Lanka, from retail to banking to hotel to real estate and petroleum, as well as Sri Lankan investments in India, especially in the field of garments, in furniture, and so on. So this is a relationship that has stood the test of time and is set to strengthen further in the years to come.
So there are only 350 Sri Lankans in Ethiopia, and yeah, because of this difficult COVID time, the number is less. So if any Sri Lankans, if you're watching this video, Ethiopia needs you. Come and invest in Ethiopia. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my vlog. This is a small attempt from my side to show you bright side of Ethiopia, to show what is happening in Addis Ababa. And if you have liked my content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Signing off for now. Ciao. Bye.